What if I told you that you could be missing out on over £1,300 every single month? Yes, you heard that right. Thousands of pensioners across the UK are about to receive increased benefits, but many don't even know they're eligible. Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal everything you need to know about the massive attendance allowance increase coming this April, and how you can claim what's rightfully yours. Before we dive deep into these life-changing benefits, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This channel is dedicated to helping you maximize your retirement benefits, and you won't want to miss our weekly updates on pension news and money-saving tips. Drop a yes in the comments if you're ready to learn about these increased benefits. Have you ever wondered why some pensioners seem to manage their finances better than others? The secret might not be what you think. It's not about having a bigger pension pot or making smarter investments. Sometimes, it's simply about knowing what benefits you're entitled to and actually claiming them. Today, we're focusing on one of the most underutilized benefits for pensioners, the attendance allowance. You might be thinking, but I'm independent. I don't need attendance allowance. Well, let me stop you right there. This benefit isn't just for those who need constant care. You might be surprised to learn who actually qualifies. Let's address the elephant in the room. What exactly is changing in April? The Department for Work and Pensions has announced a significant increase in attendance allowance payments. From April 2024, eligible pensioners could receive up to £1,362 each month. This isn't just a small bump in benefits, it's a substantial increase that could make a real difference in your daily life. But here's where it gets interesting. Did you know that nearly 3.4 million pensioners who could be eligible for attendance allowance aren't claiming it? That's right. Billions of pounds in unclaimed benefits are sitting there, waiting for eligible pensioners to step forward. The question is, are you one of them? Let's talk about eligibility. Many people make the mistake of thinking they won't qualify because they don't have a carer or don't receive regular help. But here's the truth, attendance allowance isn't about who helps you, it's about your needs. You might be eligible if you're over state pension age and have a physical disability, mental disability, or both, which means you need help with personal care or supervision to stay safe. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly counts as needing help with personal care? This is where many people underestimate their eligibility. Do you struggle with getting dressed or undressed? Have difficulty preparing meals? Need help with medication? Find it hard to get in and out of bed? These are all valid reasons to claim attendance allowance. But what about the different payment rates? This is where things get really interesting. Attendance allowance is paid at 2 different rates, and which one you get depends on the level of help you need. The lower rate is for those who need help during the day or at night. The higher rate is for those who need help both during the day and at night. From April, these rates are increasing significantly. Let's put this into perspective with some real numbers. Currently, the lower rate stands at £68.10 per week, while the higher rate is £101.75 per week. But from April, these numbers are getting a substantial boost. The lower rate will increase to £72.65 per week, and the higher rate will jump to £108.55 per week. When you calculate this monthly, it could mean up to £1,362 extra in your pocket. Here's something many people don't realize, attendance allowance is tax-free. Yes, you heard that right. Every penny you receive from this benefit is yours to keep. Not only that, but claiming attendance allowance won't affect your state pension or any other benefits you currently receive. In fact, it might even help you qualify for other benefits or increase the amount you receive from them. But what about your savings? Here's another common misconception. Many people think they can't claim because they have savings. The truth is, attendance allowance isn't means tested. This means it doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank or what other income you receive. The only things that matter are your age and your care needs. Now, let's address something that stops many people from claiming, the application process. Yes, the form is lengthy. Yes, it asks detailed questions about your daily life. But don't let this deter you. Think of it this way, spending a few hours filling out this form could result in thousands of pounds of extra income each year. Isn't that worth the effort? Here's a tip that many don't know about. You don't have to fill out the form alone. There are numerous organizations and charities that can help you with your application. Citizens Advice, Age UK, and your local welfare rights service are just a few examples. These organizations have experienced advisors who can guide you through the process and ensure you're giving the best possible information to support your claim. Let's talk about how to make a strong application. The key is to be honest and detailed about your needs. Don't try to put on a brave face or downplay your difficulties. The DWP needs to understand exactly how your condition affects your daily life. Think about your bad days, not just your good ones. Consider how long tasks take you compared to someone without your condition. Another crucial point that often gets overlooked: you don't need to have a diagnosis to claim. While having a diagnosed condition can help support your claim, it's not essential. What matters is how your condition affects your daily life, regardless of whether you have a formal diagnosis or not. But what about the waiting time? This is something you need to be prepared for. Once you submit your application, it typically takes around 8 to 10 weeks for a decision to be made. However, if your claim is successful, payments can be backdated to when you first made the claim. This means you won't lose out on any money due to processing times. Here's something vital to remember: attendance allowance isn't just about the money. It's about maintaining your independence and quality of life. The extra income can help you pay for things that make your life easier, whether that's taxi fares to medical appointments, help with housework, or equipment that helps you stay independent at home. Let's address another common concern: what if your needs change? Well, attendance allowance isn't set in stone. If your condition gets worse and you start needing more help, you can ask for your claim to be looked at again. This means you could move from the lower rate to the higher rate if your circumstances change. But what about the practical side of receiving the money? Attendance allowance is usually paid every 4 weeks directly into your bank account. You can choose to have it paid into a joint account if that's more convenient for you. The payments are regular and reliable, helping you to budget and plan your finances more effectively. Now, let's think about the bigger picture. Claiming attendance allowance isn't just about the immediate financial benefit. It can open doors to other forms of support. For example, if you receive attendance allowance, your carer, if you have one, might be eligible for carer's allowance. You might also qualify for additional support from your local council or other organizations. Here's something else to consider: the cost of living crisis. With energy bills, food prices, and general living costs continuing to rise, can you really afford to miss out on benefits you're entitled to? The increase in attendance allowance from April comes at a crucial time when many pensioners are struggling with rising costs. Let's talk about some common myths that stop people from claiming. I own my own home, so I won't qualify. False. I have a good pension, so I won't be eligible. Wrong again. I don't want to be seen as a burden on the system. This isn't about being a burden. It's about claiming support you're entitled to and have likely paid into through years of national insurance contributions. What about the future? The government regularly reviews benefit rates, and attendance allowance typically increases each April in line with inflation. This means that once you're receiving the benefit, you can expect the amount to keep pace with rising costs, providing ongoing financial security. Here's a question many people ask: does receiving attendance allowance affect your council tax? Actually, it might help you pay less council tax. If you receive attendance allowance, you might qualify for a disabled band reduction scheme or other council tax discounts. This is another example of how claiming one benefit can lead to additional support. Let's discuss the importance of keeping records. Once you start receiving attendance allowance, it's crucial to inform the DWP if your circumstances change. This includes changes to your condition, going into hospital or a care home, or leaving the country for more than 4 weeks. Keeping the DWP updated ensures you receive the correct amount and avoid any overpayments that might need to be paid back. What about the application itself? While you can get the form online, many people prefer to call the attendance allowance helpline and have a form sent to them. The helpline staff can also answer any questions you might have about the benefit. Remember, the form you fill in is just the start of your claim. Make sure you include all relevant supporting evidence. Time for some practical advice. When filling out the form, keep a diary for a few days before you start. Note down how your condition affects you, what tasks you struggle with, and how long things take you. This will help you provide accurate, detailed information on your application. Remember, it's not just about what you can't do, but also about tasks that take you longer, cause pain, or require help. So there you have it, everything you need to know about the increased attendance allowance payments coming this April. With up to £1,362 available each month, can you really afford not to check if you're eligible? Remember, this isn't about charity, it's about claiming what you're entitled to. The money is there to help you maintain your independence and quality of life. If this information has been helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone you think might benefit. Remember to subscribe for more updates on pension benefits and financial advice. Drop a comment below if you have any questions. I respond to every comment personally. And stay tuned for next week's video where we'll be discussing another crucial benefit many pensioners are missing out on. Until then, take care and don't forget to check your benefit entitlements. Click here to watch our video on how to fill out the Attendance Allowance application form step by step. And here for our guide to other pension benefits you might be missing out on. See you in the next video.